Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? I hope that you guys are doing okay this morning. I wanted to get on for a quick minute to talk about Hernandez Govan, aka Orange Mound Quit. Just talk a little bit about that. I'm gonna give some more people the opportunity to start jumping on this live. How is everybody doing this morning? How is everyone doing this morning? Um, Giving more people the opportunity to come in. Hey, Yam. Hey, Michelle. IMBTV. Little Miss Muffin. Lauren Michelle. Monica J. C. Mike. Diane Bowens. Diane Wright. Tia McKinney. Who else? Um, Good morning, everyone. Holiday Tracks. I hadn't seen you over here in a really long time. Holiday Tracks. Hey, Lauren. I said Lauren Michelle, I think. Nika D, um, Savage World Podcast. Southern Boy, A Northern Living. Yeah, Long Live Doll. Damone Tyler. Coach Booksy. Thank you, Coach Booksy. I appreciate that. Maxie, Kawana Maxie. Rest in peace, Young Doll. How is everybody doing? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the room. Hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, but definitely hit the like button. How you doing, Alfred Armstrong? OG, good morning. I hope you guys are doing okay. Hero Fix TV is in the house. Y'all, that late night members video that I did last night, I don't somebody it's a what do you call it? It's somebody in there that shouldn't be in there because they reported the video. It wasn't even nothing bad. So, YouTube has made it private or whatever until they review it. It ain't nothing bad. So people just be hating. Hey, Jay Clyde, Nicole Sanders, Tyranny, Long Live Doll, Ashley. Okay, you guys, I wanted to talk about Hernandez Govan had actually gone to court today. Hold on. He actually went to court today. And let's see. That's true. They do. They go on the fake pages and buy memberships. They're sick. So that they can steal my information, get my video, try to get my video taken down, and then go and regurgitate my information like they was the first one to put it out. Sick people. But if that's what they need to do, I kind of feel sorry for them. That's a sick life to live. Okay, it says the third murder suspect, Hernandez Govan, makes his first court appearance. It says Hernandez Govan, the third person indicted in the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph, pleaded not guilty in the first appearance in Memphis courtroom today. Govan attorney said his client is not the shooter, not a killer. Okay, well, that's what attorneys say. The court date comes 1 year to the day after Dolph's slaying at a South Memphis cookie shop, and 1 week after Govan's indictment by a grand jury. Govan, 33, was indicted for first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. The indictment lists the victims as Adolph Thornton Jr., Young Dolph's real name. Shelby County District Attorney says Govan is the man believed to have ordered the hit on Young Dolph. Mr. Govan has been indicted and is in custody for being involved in Young Dolph's murder. He played the role of the person who solicited the murder, District Attorney Morrow says. 2 other defendants have been in custody for months. Justin Johnson, also known as Stray Drop, and Cornelia Smith were charged with first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder. Thursday, Judge Coffey read charges and set the next court date for December the 16th. Govan has retained William Massey. William Massey is pretty much a high-priced attorney, okay? So we're going to see how long his money is, okay? Also last night when I in the members video that I did, one of the things that I did say, well, we'll leave that for the members, right? He looked like it, and that's a Mexican name. It is definitely a Hispanic name. Hernandez is Hispanic. He might be half Hispanic. So he was in court today, and it marks the 1-year anniversary of the assassination of Young Dolph. So I'm glad to see that the Memphis Police Department is working. I think within the next coming months, they really going to be working extremely hard. And what I'm hearing is a lot of people, it's like a lot of what happened when Young Dolph was first assassinated. When Young Dolph was assassinated, it's starting to happen all over again, which means you still got some players on the outside that has influence over these little young dudes that's doing some of the crash dummy stuff. As far as I'm hearing people, they kind of, they're getting, what's the word that I'm looking for? I guess they're getting afraid, and they're starting to do crazy stuff again as it relates to threats and things of that nature, which actually helps the authorities to trace people, to see who has an interest, and who else has an interest in this, and why would they want to threaten them? What camp do they come out of? So a lot of people just kind of get themselves up, but I think that's messed up, that they're still sending these little dudes out to do crazy stuff, because the thing about it is, as I've said before, there's nothing that the authorities don't know as it relates to the Young Dolph's case. I'm hearing that there are at this point about 23 people that has been named in the indictments, right? So I think in the next months to come, y'all gonna start to see a whole lot of people indicted. I think it's a damn shame before God that, so many people, and that's just at this point, because we started out with 800 pages and counting. Now we're over 2,000 something pages and counting, right? Over 2,000 something pages of discovery and counting. And I'm sure they're going to have more, because these fools are in full effect. I guess they want to be in jail with the rest of them too, because here's the thing about it. Those dudes that are in jail, of course, they have due process, but we already know that more than likely they're going to be convicted if they don't plead out. And so, as I was saying before, this is just a prime example of crime does not pay, but to still be calling yourselves over an organization and letting these little dudes crash out, because and lead them back to you all. It just goes to show how stupid and fried a lot of these folks' brains are, right? But also, it is the anniversary of Young Dolph's day, and it is the anniversary of his assassination, and they also made it Young Dolph's service day. Okay. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Let me see something. Hold on. I think a lot of people have been sharing stories as it relates to young Dolph and their experience with him and things of that nature. You have and then too um and then to a lot of well, young Dolph's family, okay, young Dolph's family has to relive how they felt, okay, when they got that phone call. I'm looking for something. When they got that phone call, that young Dolph had been assassinated, right? Hold on one second. So even though it's a service day and they've turned it into tried to turn it into something positive, his family is still rather new. His family still has a hole in their heart, okay? Hold on. Okay. So I know a lot of people speculate, they're like, was Orange Mound Quet really involved? Is he actually the person that called the hit? I could see that. I could see him having a influence over um I could see him having an influence over the little dudes that you all see that was arrested and the ones that you all are going to start to see get indicted. I could see him bringing that to the table, him being the person that was given the duty of getting all of that together. So I think that's why they say he called the hit. Well, yeah, he was the one, I believe, that got all of that, got them all together. After he was propositioned. Let's be real about it now. After he was propositioned, Orange Mound Quet was living in Orange Mound, and I don't mean no harm because I love Orange Mound. Okay, I love Orange Mound. It's full of history. It's full of rich history as it relates to Memphis. But Orange Mound Quet ain't had no money to on his own to pay no hitters. Now let's be real. Now we just got to be real about that. He ain't had that. Orange Mound Quet was propositioned, and of course he was, anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about. A link to Young Dolph's new song. I want to play it, but they already gave me a warning. But y'all make sure y'all click the link to listen to his song. And Orange Mound Quet would not have been the only person um that was the middle person. Okay, because he wasn't the only person that had influence over those little dudes. Okay. Um, he wasn't the only person. I'm hearing there was another person that had that was equal in his position as it relates to this hit, right? It's called Getaway. Okay. So it's going to be interesting to see how all of this unfolds. Like I said, I was like, well, hell, don't get your page in trouble. We need you on here. I know. um, so like I said, he was in court today. And as I said, I was told Orange Mound quits, even though he has pleaded not guilty and all that. Most people do plead not guilty. But I was told that Orange Mound Quet's energy was different, whatever that is, when he was arrested or whatever. So my thing is, I hope, that it seems like some people are doing the right thing. I know there are people that have been doing the right thing as it relates to young Dolph and his family getting justice. Praise God, right? So that's a beautiful thing. And no devil in hell. And I want to say this to some of these people that are in fear and that is sending people out to do crazy things. You being watched. So the best thing you could do is, as I've been talking about, and I'm trying to help some niggas, okay? As I've been talking about before, destroying the Black community, especially a impoverished community within Memphis. Okay. There's no need to be afraid and start doing crazy stuff and trying to get people to do stuff to innocent people, because now at this point what you're doing is you're pulling in some of these little dudes that ain't necessarily even got to go do no life, because what the police have, they been had. It ain't nothing that can be done about it. As I've been saying before, that there was going to be more indictments. The indictments that are coming, it ain't nothing that can be done about that. That's imminent. So if they want to get mad at anybody, they need to be mad at us. Talking about it ain't gonna change a damn thing. Okay? Us talking about it ain't giving the police no damn clues. When you put your crash dummies on here, that's what give them more clues. Okay? So us talking about it ain't giving the police no more clues, because they got all the clues. They're the ones in contact with the wonderful witnesses that took a chance on trusting the police. And I have to say that the feds and the Memphis police investigators have done a damn good job with keeping the witnesses protected, because nobody knows who the damn witnesses are, right? So praise God for that. And then thank God for them for doing the right thing. As Chief Davis said from the very beginning when she gave the press conference on a months back, like back in January, she said it has been fast moving from day one, because they had people giving them information. Okay? So a lot of these niggas that want to think that they're God and call hits on folks and use their money and their influence to try and take somebody out of here just because they're mad at them or jealous of them, crime don't pay. And hopefully this could be a lesson to some, like I said, to some of these young dudes, and they still using them. Somebody was telling me that the exact thing that happened in the very beginning with young Dolph, when young Dolph was killed, these folks thought that they was intimidating folks. And this is one of the reasons how the investigators was able to zone in on them. You motherfuckers, excuse me, think that y'all money it can outshine what kind of intelligence, and I'm talking about equipment that the feds got, the government. So I'm hearing that they started doing it again. Okay, so you talk about them 23 people that's named in them that damn indictment. It's probably gonna be about 103 before this month out, because these niggas stupid as hell. Okay. Shonda says, for real, we hurting still behind this, and it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing that could be changed. It ain't nothing that can be changed. Okay? What they got, they been had. No vlogger, not unless they're a witness. Now, if there's a vlogger that's an undercover witness that's on here, that's different. They might been and solve the case, but I don't think no witnesses would go undercover and become a vlogger. Hell, I don't know though. But if it's not a witness, then not now vlogger. Not even I solved the Dolph's case. I've been saying it from day one. Dolph got a dream team. Now trying to figure out clues and what the police already had, that's another thing. There have been some people to figure out some stuff, but they ain't solved the case. The Memphis Police Department and the feds solved the case, and they still solving it. Okay? When I said Dolph got a dream team, he got a damn dream team. Who can go up against the Memphis Police Department, Memphis police investigators with all of that experience, coupled with the FBI, TBI, the DEA, and whatever else team they got? Who can go up against that and all of that intelligence that they have access to? And when I say intelligence, I'm talking about all of the equipment that they have that is not even made readily available to nobody. There's some stuff that the FBI have that the local police departments don't have. Okay, so they got unlimited money. Unlimited money. I'm talking about the feds. So that's why I say Young Dolph has a dream team, and my hats go off to them. I would be remiss to say, well, I had solved it. No, I didn't. I ain't had no parts in that. Keeping his legacy alive, getting on here talking about it so people can, keeping the investigators and stuff on their toes or whatever. Keeping it out there, letting the authorities know that Young Dolph had people that loved him. It keeps them going. All eyes have been on Memphis. So Memphis had to pull out all stops on these niggas to make sure that they don't be embarrassed. Thank God. And so they got all the federal entities working with them. That's the reason why they got them 23 names and counting. Okay. So even with the witnesses, I'm happy that they have kept them protected. And even with the people, some of these folks that's in custody, hell, some of them that we don't even know about that has been talking. It's hard for me to believe that just the witnesses that are not affiliated with the case has been talking. I would never in my life believe that. I'm not naive enough to. I don't think anybody is. Somebody that knows exactly what happened, and it's more than somebody, is several somebodies that knows exactly what happened, that sat in the midst of what happened in the planning phase and in the execution phase. It's talking. Okay? And I ain't mad at them. The only thing I'm mad at is that they went through with it. Okay? They went through with taking out a man who had learned the recipe. Okay? And instead of them getting with him and trying to get like him, they decided to take him out of here. And this stuff has got to stop. Okay? This stuff has got to stop. With just taking people out. These young dudes, that stuff ain't cool. Okay? It's not cool what they're doing to their neighborhoods. And I understand a lot of times these people are a product of their environment. But these little dudes know right from wrong. They got to understand that they're not getting away with nothing. They ain't getting away with nothing. And it ain't gonna change a damn thing. They ain't helping when they get on here talking about free drop. Straight Drop went without a damn lawyer for a whole year. Getting on here talking about free him ain't gonna help him because we're not gonna pay for his attorney's fees. They supposed to be his dudes or whatever, and they didn't come up with no lawyer money. They wasn't pressing the people who influenced Straight Drop to do this, to get him a damn lawyer. They get their asses on here and incriminate themselves and get themselves put up under surveillance. But they weren't on the backs of the people that influenced they dude to do this, put it all on his back, because that was the plan for Straight Drop to just take the whole damn fall. Okay? I was praying that he opened his eyes. Okay? And then not get him no lawyer, let him rot. And then use another one of them with they crashed out asses to go commit another damn hit. Okay? and then do them the exact same way that they've done straight drop. They got the nerve to be mad. They, in their minds, they mad at the vloggers for talking about it instead of being mad at the folks that's ruining their damn lives. And that's these folks that's paying them damn pennies on the dollars to go do these damn hits. Okay. But in the midst of it all, I'm happy that, you know, we have been hearing in the atmosphere that, you know, it was supposed to be a lot of disc records dropped around Young Dolph's death day, the anniversary of his death. Okay. But y'all know my favorite saying, God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. So they had one plan, but then God took that opportunity to prove that he is God, and he had another plan. So instead of them trying to overshadow Young Dolph's death anniversary with diss tracks, ignorant, low down, dirty bastards, Lord forgive me, that came up. I tried to hold it down, but y'all know it just, sometimes that stuff just come up, and I have to go and pray about it, because I could say some real bad stuff. Okay. I have to be careful, because my pastor say he gets on here too. Okay. But instead, they was intending to drop to overshadow Young Dolph death day and diss him, to stick a knife in his family's heart and back even more. And God took the opportunity to prove to them that I am God. And instead of them dropping on the death date diss tracks, their ass is in court. Ain't that something? Now, y'all know that's a miraculous God move, and no nigga and their money could have ever stopped that. And that's what's wrong with them. Okay. That's what's wrong with them. They mad because these are God moves, and God is working through, as I've always said, the people like the Memphis Police Department, the DEA, the FBI, the TBI. And I have been saying, I said, y'all don't understand. Y'all ain't seeing nothing. But a lot of these people have taken Young Dolph's murder personally in the city of Memphis, because they found out early on why they did it. And these investigators have taken it personally. And agents. And this should teach these little dudes, when they sitting up talking about free drop, how come the people that put drop up to do this ain't get him no damn lawyer? They ain't mad at them. Why would they proposition your straight drop to go take out such a famous rapper? And then left him out there to hang. Made a fool out of him, like they was going to get him a lawyer. Got him, you know, he was rapping and he was running to Indiana. And y'all know how I feel about that, because I'm trying to figure out how straight drop ended up in Indiana. That Indiana connection is very fishy to me. But I digress. I let the feds do their damn job, because they're the best. Okay? I'm sure in the end, we're going to know why he was up in Indiana. Okay? And so they made a fool out of straight drop and told him that he was going to have him a high-priced attorney. Now, like I said, I thought that Art Horn got on. Now, I could be wrong, but I promise to God, I thought he did a press conference, and he said that he would be representing him. When I think that I've seen something, and then my eyes and my ears play tricks on me, I go, well, maybe I didn't hear and see that, because you know sometimes we think we seen something and it don't be that. But I thought that Art Horn said that he was going to represent him. That's what I thought. Maybe I didn't see it. Okay, maybe I didn't. So then, you know, Straight Drop was saying that he was going to be right back out. And I thought that Art Horn said that he was going to represent him. A lot of people started talking about that, because they was like, well, hell, Art Horn is a high-priced attorney. And I can't tell no lies. Art Horn, you know, we was working down there at the police department, Art Horn was fine as hell. Okay. So all the women loved him. Okay. He could win a case because he smiled. He real charming. I mean, he was getting them not guilties because he be grinning at them women at in the what is it called? The jury. And hell, they give him a not guilty when they damn his clients was guilty because he was so damn fine. Okay. That was in some years back. And so Art Horn and so Art Horn was his attorney. Said he was going to be his attorney, and then Art Horn put out something and said that he was never going. He never said he would. When Straight Drop turned himself in, see, that's what I don't understand about these little dudes. I'm be trying to read y'all comments too, y'all. While when I pause, when Straight Drop turned himself in, Art Horn flipped it on him. He said he never said that, and I said, "Well, damn, I thought I saw him say that, but maybe I didn't. I thought he, did a interview with Jeremy Pierre. Hell, that's what I thought. Okay, and so that's what I thought. And so Straight Drop was like, he gonna be right back out, and then they tricked him. And see, that's what I don't understand about these little dudes. They mad at the vloggers when they ought to be mad at the folks that sent them out. He ain't had no lawyer. The intention was, that's why they were saying Drop ain't gonna talk. It pisses me off in a way. Y'all know how I am. What Straight Drop did, he has to pay for what he did. Let's just be real about it. He got to pay for what he did. But at the same time, Straight Drop was 23 years old at the time. Now he's 24. I know he had been in and out of trouble. Okay. But to have him to solicit him to go and do such a heinous situation, okay, and then decide that he ain't gonna talk because they know these little dudes don't be wanting to tell. Once they do the crime, it's imminent. They could do them any kind of way they want to. They want to keep that honor, although they have been, stabbed in the back of not telling. And that's what they did. They really stabbed him in his back. Okay. And then they knew that he could not take, he can't really, I guess at least that's what they thought. Cause I promise to God, I believe he's saying something. I've been believing it. Hell, Cornelius been in survival mode. And I'm just going to say, and I ain't mad at him. Okay. All right. Straight Drop should have been in survival mode. Okay. So they was intending to put all that on the back of Straight Drop. Straight Drop, I'm sure, has done dirt in the past that he done got away from. What he gonna do? Start telling. I guess they felt like, what he gonna do? Start telling on people, and then take the chance of something happening to him, being looked at as a rat, and something, being looked at as a rat. For some reason, they don't want to be looked at as a rat. Okay. And take the chance on somebody telling some of the other dirt that he's done. But in my opinion, I don't think Straight Drop give a damn about none of that, because don't nobody want to do 60 years. I think in his mind, he said, if I've done some more shit, them motherfuckers gonna have to prove it, because I ain't get caught for doing it. I'm gonna talk. That's what I believe. That's just what I believe. They ain't give me no damn lawyer. It's funny now. I heard that when the feds, before they arrested Orange Mountain Quet, they paid him a little visit. And the rumor is, and my rumors come from reliable sources. I just say rumors. And the rumor is, after they paid him a visit and they didn't arrest him, they shook him up a little bit, because, he knew at that point they was on to something. Straight Drop got that lawyer. But I'm hearing it was too late. Okay. They should have just got him one in the beginning. Okay. And you pissing motherfuckers, Lord forgive me. Oh God, I hope my pastor ain't on here. My shit don't come from off the street. You pissy bitches. Forgive me for that one. I'm talking about these pissy niggas that they sending out these kids. Okay? To get on this internet and crash out. It comes from the source. Okay? Lord forgive me for saying that, because that stuff, it comes up. But at any rate, they made young Dolph immortal. And I think that's the problem with a lot of these people. They're mad because the only other person in Tennessee to have a service day is young Dolph, is Dr. Martin Luther King. If young Dolph had been allowed to live, and it's a damn shame they've been taking out our leaders from the very beginning. This dude learned the recipe. I was listening to another vlog. I can't think of his name, or I might have been reading it. I don't know, but they was talking about how young Dolph's childhood. Everybody has parents sometimes that are in. They get into they might have been on drugs, because in the 80s, that was the crack epidemic. Young Dolph talked openly about that, but he said he forgave his parents. But because of that, what happened was, instead of becoming a damn hater and a murderer, he just became hungry. Okay? He was smart. He learned the recipe. With the way that they are financially raping Black folks in the rap industry, why would you kill somebody that has learned the recipe? Okay? Well, go shoot your damn self, bitch. Get off my page. He said, I would rather shoot myself in the face than listen to this 5'2", 200-pound unemployed nail tech ramble. I'm glad you think you know more about me than I do. I wish I was a nail tech. Jake, I wish I was a nail tech. I just went to the nail shop the other day, and I paid $90-something for a manicure and a pedicure. I wish I could do my own damn nails. Fuck nigga, get off my page. Okay? But if you would like to donate as a matter of fact, let me put my Cash App up, because I go get them done every 10 days. But if you would like to donate another $90-something, you can, because I get my nails done every 10 days. I wish I was a nail tech. My nails and my toes, okay? I got them green this time. You know that money green. When I go back, I'm gonna get the pink. That's in 10 days. Okay, that was about 2 days ago, so now it's about 8 days. Okay, so y'all, that's my Cash App. If you want to, the dude that was just in here talking about I was a nail tech, if you want to Cash App me and donate to getting my nails done, remember I get them done every 10 days faithfully. Okay. Okay. I need to learn. That's something, and that's another thing, ladies. Now he just put an idea into the atmosphere. Okay. We need to learn how to start doing nails and toes and open up some nail shops and generate some funds in our community, because we love to get our nails and toes done. Okay. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Okay. He said I'm 5'2", I'm 5'3". Okay. And I got all the right, it's all in the right places. I always have been well put together. Okay. You better ask somebody. All right. Go back to that meth house that you just came out of. Go back to that meth house. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link, because what we're doing is we're celebrating young Dolph, even though, his accused killer has gone to jail. I mean, is in jail, had to go to court today. This is just the beginning. As I always say, it's just the beginning. Okay. And there are going to be more indictments. Okay. There are going to be more indictments. And so, y'all, this is going to be festive. I'm talking about in seeing him get justice. And seeing him get justice. I'm getting ready to drop the link, you guys. Anybody that wants to come up and talk about Young Dolph or talk about, the case or whatever, you could definitely do that. Okay? You could definitely do that. I'm going to tell the trolls, I ain't the only one on alert for you. Okay? He said, nail tech. Hell, I need to open up some nail shops. That's something that we need to do in our community too. Okay, we love to go get our nails and toes done. I love go. I be loving when my 10 days up. I go, oh, I got to go get my nails done because that's something I get to relax and stuff. Okay, getting my pedicures and stuff like that. I love it. And we have all kinds of nail techs and nail shops in our communities, but we don't see any of us in them. Okay. So that's something we need to start looking at, because when you see, don't mean no harm, but when we see them Asians, you look at their cars that's parked in the back of them nail shops, they ain't got nothing but BMWs and Mercedes. I'm talking about not just the ones that own the shop. I'm talking about the ones that's working in the shop for the owner. They banks. So we need to open our eyes and start opening up those types of businesses in our communities and stop allowing any and everybody else to hijack our community. Nigga, you wasn't hurting me when you said that. You just put an idea in my head to try to help my people more. How you doing, Player Cole?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
Well, you get my attention now. I'm trying to see what's going on. I know we're supposed to be talking about Young Dolph, lonely or Young Dolph. We ain't gonna never get our course of it. But I'm glad you put that out there. So now you the kind of guy those women a pointer when to go get their nails and feet did, how long it need to last. Now if they running low on cash, we can understand it. How many days you said? 8 or 10? What you said?
Every 10 days.
Every 10 days. So women, if it's been 25 or 30 days, them heels click clacking and they sparking on the ground. So hey, keep them socks on and make your way down to the old age in them and get them things dead up. You know what I'm saying? Dead away. Dead away. Even because it's winter time now, the women, y'all try to get over in the winter time. Y'all just go get y'all hands dead. And, later on, you might have coming like, hey, whoa, what's going on? You missed the beat, didn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm glad you put that out there for her, though.
Hey, Latoya. And thanks for being here. TJ says getting kids to do their bidding, right? It's a darn shame. What you think about that, Player Code? Because I know you grew up in the hood. What was they doing that back in your time, trying to get kids to do their bidding?
Nah, it's a whole nother breed. Now, like when we were coming up, like the OG, a certain like in my hood where I came from, I'm from Overlook out there in Fraser. When the sun went down, maybe around about 8 o'clock, the OG team go in, cause like they were trapping over there. The young dudes couldn't be out that time of day. And the young dudes that did have a sack over there that, want to listen, they still be out there, like 10 or 11, they had to go in the house. Like nothing like today, school, mandatory. Man, one of them people see you out there doing the school time, they go call your folks on you.
Mm-hmm.
So like, nah, we ain't nothing like how these niggas is. Like, it's a shame, it's a disgrace. And like I said earlier, like the OG gotta start stepping up, like they really participating in what's going on. And that's why the situation getting more out of hand because instead of them saying something or doing something, they agree and roll with the motion with this shit and know it's fair. And even like I was talking to my homeboy about, like the gang situation. Like he like, damn, all a nigga gotta do is have a little money and a little internet fame and they can be over a game. And I'm like, yeah, it's crazy and don't know nothing. Don't know nothing, but they will be honored and respected just because they get money and a little internet fame.
Wow. These kids be wanting to do whatever they say do, huh?
Yeah.
Ain't that something? But what's the excuse for like some of these OGs that are like our age and in our 40s? They came up during a different time.
Yeah, and like when Orange Man quit, prime example. Orange Man quit down there my age or older. And for some people they never change. Like I know people like Orange Man quit. I got a couple of homies that's his age and like they never change. They still got this same I'm stuck in the hood mentality. All I know is trapping, robbing, killing, taking something down. This shit, they're like they stuck on this shit. Like I'm gonna tell you, like, I got this homeboy, like, man, he GD and shit. Like, this my nigga though, old school nigga. Like, he so GD and so old school and so like still stuck in them way. I'm like, bro, it's a new time and like he don't wear no red. Like he be probably like the oldest member at the meeting. I be messing with. I'm like, bro, you probably I said you the elite at the meeting. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, ain't nothing but young niggas in there. And we just be kicking shit, but like some people mind never change. Like, and it don't matter how my nigga daddy, for example. I'm just gonna say pops because that's what they call him. Now pops probably maybe be like, I'm gonna say 60, no more than 65. Pop still grilled up. Pop still got a dope set. Pop still got talk to young girls, and when I say young, I'm talking young. I don't even know why he ain't been to jail yet, but that's a whole other case. But like his mindset never changed. Still in the hood, still trying to get off a bone. When he intertwined with the younger dudes, he don't be telling them no positive stuff like, yeah, homie, you need to go to school. Yeah, stay strapped and stay dangerous. So like, and that's what I kept saying. If you keep putting this shit in these kids' head, what you think they gonna do? If they see older people doing worse shit than what they be doing, how you think they gonna look at the situation? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Why do you think it was so easy though? Do you think that them kids really thought, I'm talking about like straight dropping them. Why do you think it was so easy for them to influence them to take out such a famous rapper?
Straight drop like they like when I told you the other day they played chess with their move. They scouted. They knew straight drop had a problem with him from 2 years ago. It was already in the earth. He a killer. That's what he going by. That's what he labeling himself as a killer. Not a rapper. He'll kill him. Demon time, he ready to smash something else. All that old crazy shit. That's what he was standing on when, they met him. So it's easy to take a nigga like that. He already ain't having nothing. Coming from the hood, this is what I'm saying. Ain't having nothing. A nigga come around you, money, clothes, cars, hoes, excuse my language, but we talking street time promising you shit. Hey man, you do got a little flow to you, man. You put a little work in, bro. I can change your whole life. This struggling shit over. I can make sure your family ain't never going broke again. What you think a nigga gonna do?
Yeah.
Young nigga like that ain't never, and he doing shit for him. Man, here you go, $1,500. Go shopping. How much in rent here? Here you go, another 1,500. Just kicking them back shit. That's the baiting, and you hear me? That's the baiting.
You could stay in my high rise.
Yeah. And listen, I'm gonna let y'all in on something. Did y'all catching this song where he say he missing his home? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it's easy to get a dude
Didn't he
like
say that he got this? Didn't he say somebody licked him?
yeah, his homeboy leaving for 20K.
Wow. Rest in peace, young dog says, because they been wanting to do it. I believe that too.
Yeah. So like it's easy. Like I said, they played a chess move. We gonna take the nigga that he already got a problem with and put this money right there. It's just like if you take some dudes and that is beefing and throw some money out there at one side, what you think gonna happen? They gonna go get that. This how these guys think, okay, this nigga offering us 200,000, then what we finna do? We finna go get some work. We finna go put some more guns in the hood. We finna get the sisters to go put 2, 3 trap houses in their spot. That's why I said you have to know how these people think they way of life to understand this shit. And I know this shit probably sound crazy, but like that's the type of time a nigga on down
Mm-hmm. Miss Diane says, Miss T, did you hear about Straight Drop brother Thaddeus Matthews mentioned last night? Thaddeus said he was involved. You know, I heard I heard that is Matthew say that they're looking for allegedly. I didn't even know Straight Drop had a brother. Did you?
Yeah.
He says that they're looking for Straight Drop's brother. He's going to be named in the indictment.
Okay, let me ask you this for you. My bad for interrupting. Okay, that is Matthew kind of older, like the little dude, like the little homie just clicked up and shit. That's what they call each other, brother. Do you think he took that out of context?
You said what? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
like
was reading her Latoya's comment. What you say now?
the little dudes in the hood, they always say, "This is my brother, this is my homie." Do you think he was taking that term as for being brother? Do you think he took that the wrong way when he said brother? Like he was just he didn't know what they meant, or he was actually saying
That
brother,
could be
brother.
possible. That could be possible. That could be possible. Hey, Jake.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. So I did know he had a brother, but only because apparently Fabo Gold, he was friends with Straight Drop's older brother, and that's how he got close to Straight Drop, is being friends with his brother, his older brother.
Oh, I
But
see.
I know you were talking about Indiana before. You ever heard of the dude Little Double O?
I heard Player Cole talk about him this morning.
Okay,
To
so
my
He a
double
he
rapper,
was
right?
he was the one Drop was on that live with.
Yep.
That was right after the murder that he was talking to, but he's the one that has ties to Indianapolis. And from what I was seeing and hearing before, there were some lives that Little Double O was on and some posts from Straight Drop where you could tell it was the same apartment in Indianapolis.
Wow. So you don't think it had anything to do with a basketball player?
That too. I mean, but the other one seemed convenient also. Like going back and
Yeah.
looking at their live, like Little Double O was acting like he was on the run for a murder also. Like the way they were talking was weird.
So you're saying little Double O had an apartment in Indiana?
Yeah, in Indianapolis.
Oh wow.
And
And
they
they
were
was right
somehow said a lot
they
of the
was right around that area.
exactly. And I mean, from what I heard, and you probably know better, is they were kind of going back and forth from Indianapolis to another place. And then that Brazil, Indiana was kind of like just, where they were passing through.
Mm-hmm. And they stopped at a hotel.
Uh-huh.
And they had gotten from what I was told, they had gotten intel that they was there, and they sat out there and waited for them to come out. But you know what was really weird? When they came out of the hotel, they didn't arrest them. They waited until they went up the street to the gas station. I wonder, that's kind of strange. How did they know they was going to go up there to the gas station?
And why wouldn't they just swarm them at the
Absolutely.
hotel when they're trapped inside with nowhere to go?
That was weird, wasn't it?
Yep. Very strange. It's just so many different strange things to these cases with the people involved and all that. It's going to make a hell of a movie.
Well, why you think they hadn't got? Well, what you think going on with Shondell?
By listening to you talk before and making little jokes and laughs, I think he's down in that high profile or something. He's put up there. There's no way they let him out and can't find him with all the resources they have. That's what I think. I think somehow the FBI is going to take over or get involved, or somebody's hiding them. I don't know if state hides witnesses like that or whatever, but I think he's just put up waiting and he's going to be the star witness.
Well, you heard what Thaddeus said, and he was kind of reluctant to say it, but we had been saying it. He was like, I kind of think that it's being made into a RICO case.
Yeah.
But I have been telling everyone, I was like, pay close attention to FBG Duck's case, because I think this case is going to have some similarities.
Yeah. I mean, even just using common sense, you're saying there's at least 23 people in the indictment right now, and a lot of it's gang related. How's it not going to be a RICO?
Absolutely.
I mean, I think they're just trying to follow the paper trail up first to get a lot of solid, concrete evidence like the feds like to do, and then boom, drop it all on them at once.
That's true. I tell you. So how long? I think I remember you being in my chat early on. You've been on the Dawes case for a long time.
Man, I feel like I'm involved with it or something. I've been hooked on. I done went through so many Facebooks and Instagrams, and it's just like I said, it's just like a movie. I'm hooked on it. For sure.
Were you on to Orange Bound Quet before they got him?
No, I wasn't, to be honest. I didn't know anything about him. And after researching, I did see some older videos with some people I won't name. That I was like, man, he was about 3 months ahead. I don't know how he got that name, but I had no clue he wasn't on my radar.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
even the like his relationships too is just it's so weird. There's so many question marks.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I'm sure you know from my chat, what's really got me perplexed is the teasy thing. How do you go to court with an active warrant and they don't pick you up? I've been picked up for a totally non-related warrant at traffic court before. So I know they do it.
Yeah, I find that strange. You go to court and they don't let you leave out of court. I'm sure the people that have gone to jail know that.
For sure. I
They're
mean,
not going to
firsthand.
allow you to leave court with a warrant. You're going to have to, they're going to hold you. They're going to retain you.
And he's not just John Smith walking out, walking off the street. Like he's a name that they would be checking, I would imagine. And then even like you said with that OR bond, he got caught with pounds of weed, guns, a stolen car, domestic violence, a bunch of cash, and you get an OR bond. I know it's Memphis, but he has a record too. So he
Yeah,
might got a
that was
sweet deal
strange
coming.
to me. In the 20 years that I had worked for the police department, I'd never seen that. I was like, well, maybe they made a mistake. I know like the magistrates, but those magistrates are lawyers that are appointed that acts in the capacity of the judges downstairs in the lower level around the booking part of the jail, after the courts close, right? That's why they normally have to go to court the next day, the magistrate, but I've never seen a person with Teasy's history and the charges that he had walk out on an ROR. I mean, I don't, the magistrate had to be completely incompetent or something.
Yeah. Like I live in Atlanta, so I've seen some crazy OR bonds myself, but that one was just like, good God. I don't know where they do that at.
And then he turned around and walks out of court with the warrant. So that's weird too.
And gets a new charge, even if it's vandalism. I mean, all that. I know it's just a misdemeanor, something simple, but it seems like he's getting a lot of chances.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of chances. That would mean that the judge would have had to have been incompetent, just like the magistrate. So I mean, it seems like me, he's just got luck on his side because it's either something is wrong or he's getting a whole lot of incompetent law officials.
And I doubt that's the case.
I doubt that too.
That's too convenient.
So, Latoya says Thaddeus replayed the entire interview with the insurance agent. What y'all think about that insurance agent? Have you heard his interview?
Mm-hmm.
You think he was telling the truth?
I still don't have an opinion on that one. A lot of it seemed like it was fabricated. I don't know if he took a small truth and kind of built a bigger story around it, but it just seems like we would have heard more about something that direct with that much proof, so to say. It seemed like we'd have heard something youngster right away.
Mm-hmm.
From what I think, I don't got all the answers, but
I don't know. It's something. I don't think that we've heard the end, and this is just my opinion of the insurance agent. So,
right,
I don't think so.
And I mean, if you think every single attempt of Dolph's life we know about, CMG was related with every single one, all of them.
That's true.
So you're going to tell me the time they finally get him with all them resources is not behind it again? Because what was the dude's name that shot him in L.A.? McClendon, right?
CMG. I think so.
I know his last name was McClendon. I think it was like CMGC or something like that. The first time they brought youngster in and Dolph wouldn't cooperate, so they all kept getting let go.
Yeah, I wish he would have cooperated.
He couldn't. That it would have destroyed his legacy to him. He wouldn't have felt good about it.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? That's the reason. I can't understand. Okay, I guess that that's their street code, and it's not just Dolph. It's a lot of dudes that are in the street, but at the same time, he didn't testify. he had enough money to stretch him out. He could have retaliated, but he didn't. So why, you know, I just wonder why he wasn't just left alone.
Somebody said they put their pride to the side, but it doesn't sound like they did.
So you know, I'm happy though about what the authorities are doing. I had no doubt that they was gonna do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I had no doubt about that, but you know, I think that it's sad that this has happened to Young Dolph. Even though, you know, he's immortal, he has a service day. I still believe his family would have rather had him here still doing the work that he was doing, because what he was doing was he was helping. And I
Mm-hmm.
think had he been given the opportunity to, he would have helped to shine the spotlight on a lot of how these young dudes are being taken advantage of in the industry. But it's sad that a lot of them couldn't it's sad that a lot of them couldn't the phone threw me off. It's sad that a lot of them couldn't see past their jealousy.
Yeah, he was changing lives.
Yeah.
I remember I saw one interview. I think it was Drink Champs. I don't remember exactly which one. And they were asking Dolph like about signing people in the neighborhood. And his response were there's a lot of people that he has real life Anna with, because they feel like they should be signed right away and they aren't ready yet, but it's creating real big problems for the people that aren't just getting pushed all the way, you know, to the finish line right away. So and that always stuck out at me when he said that, because this was way before any of this stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's why I remember that picture was straight dropping them. I'm sure it was a mixture of the signing of Unk and Moochie and the breakup of Trula and Double R and all that shit.
I think a lot of people was able to play on the emotions of what they already felt. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they were already emotional about a lot of stuff. So I'm sure some people other than Orange Mound quit, because Orange Mound quit got played.
Oh yeah, it was all manipulation, just a big
Yeah.
puppet master. It was all a smoke show.
Well,
I'm gonna jump off here real quick. I just wanted to chime in about the Indiana thing, but I appreciate all the the real info you're providing. So,
well, thank you.
No, thank you.
All right, talk with you later.
All right.
Bye bye. Deli Mulan says, "Keep up the good work." Thank you, Deli. Hopefully we meet one day. Brooklyn love. Shout out to Brooklyn. I love New York so much. Snoozy Cake says, "Rest in peace, Young Dolph. I'm in the Ville, and I was thinking about that earlier." I tell you, I was trying to see if they had updated, put up some stuff that his family, the news media, had updated anything, because I know today is Young Dolph's day, and I was hoping that they had updated with some videos and things of that nature. Let me see. Is that Fox 13? Hold on. What is new? What is it called? News Channel 5?
Which one? You know, we got a 5.
Okay, let me see. No, because I don't know the name of their
Fox 13.
News Channel 5 Memphis. I'll say Memphis. News Channel 5 Memphis.
That's Dave Brown now.
Because we never see. Hold on, let me see.
Now, which channel do you like the best out the news?
The first one that pop up. Because none of them don't tell the whole truth. That's the one I'm gonna click on, the one that pops up. Let's see. Can y'all see that?
Good morning, Andrew and Sydney. Yeah, we've actually seen a few fans. They have come, stopped by on their way to work, take a picture of Makita's, and we know this is the location where young Dolph was shot and killed 1 year ago today. Many fans wanting to know why Why would somebody do this, and who would do this? And we would later find out that information shortly after his death. When Memphis police, they issued warrants for 2 individuals. It's just Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith for first-degree murder. Now, both are still inside the Shelby County Jail, having gone through months and months of hearings and resets before seeing a trial date. A third man now indicted, accused of playing a part in young Dolph's death. And so now we're going to send it over to our Sydney Hawkins, who is live outside of 201 Poplar with more on this most recent arrest. Good morning, Sydney.
Good morning to you, Ariana. Yeah, earlier this week, I got a chance to sit down with Shelby County prosecutors, including District Attorney Steve Mulroy, and I asked him if we can expect more people to be charged in this case. He said he couldn't share that specific detail of the investigation, but he did not rule it out. And the latest person to be charged.
So the next block, because they have
Hernandez Govan. Govan is facing 3 charges, including conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and criminal attempted first-degree murder. The other men charged in this case are 24-year-old Justin Johnson and 32-year-old Cornelia Smith. Johnson and Smith are both facing 6 charges each in this case, including first-degree murder, attempted murder, theft, and more. I asked Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy where the attempted murder charge came from, and he told me that young Dolph's brother was with him at the time of the shooting, so that's where that charge came from. The theft charge comes from the stolen car Johnson and Smith were allegedly driving. That's going to be that white Mercedes-Benz, if you remember. All 3 suspects face a first-degree murder charge, which comes with 2 possible punishments. That's life without parole or the death penalty.
I mean, the charges are what the charges are, right? We've already got the indictments in those cases. But in terms of next steps and whether we'd be seeking a notice of intent to use the death penalty or what kind of plea agreement we would agree to or sentence we'd recommend, I'm not at liberty to discuss that right now with an ongoing case.
And Mulroy says he expects that there will be a trial next fall. Also got a chance to ask him about how involved young Dolph's family has been in this investigation. We'll hear from the sister actually later this morning, but Mulroy says that the family has been heavily involved, and they've met with Shelby County prosecutors several times throughout this long year. He says also when there is a new update, they are the first to be alerted of that new development. Prosecutors also say that young Dolph's uncle has been to every court hearing here at Shelby County Court. For now, reporting live at 201 Poplar, Sydney Hawkins, Action News 5.
All right, Sydney, thank you so much. And we also wanted to see how you all are remembering young Dolph. And for many people, that's, simply through his lyrics, keeping his music alive. And so our Taylor Tucker, she went out to the streets to hear from you.
Dolph, he was like a legend in Cat Stadium. So, whereas you have every year Elvis month where people from all over the world, well, that's the way they look at young Dolph.
Always fly. He stayed fly. To come up, the struggle, putting his own money into his own career and taking it to another level.
See him come through the city. You're going to see one of them cars come through the city. You know what I'm saying? He was for his community, man. It don't get no better than it.
Some rappers, they don't go back to their hometown. He actually do. He cares about his hometown.
Young kids to his kids. What he talked about, he preached and folks listen.
Dolph, South Memphis legend, been putting on for the city for a long time.
Wow. They really just made him immortal. That's exactly what they did. They made him immortal. Do you think that, Player Code, do you think there's a lot of frustration with the city making him immortal? Do you think the people that did this, you think they frustrated by that?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Cause nobody didn't think that this situation would turn him to what he done turned into now. Like, he was big when he was hurt. And see, the sad part about that is the world really didn't know how big that was because a lot of the world was just catching on to him. But as far as Memphis knew exactly how big he was. And like, when that happened, he blew up 30 times on a different level, bigger than that.
Wow. It seemed like the trolls are out, but trolls do what they do. Long live the paper route boss, because that's what he was, and they can't change that. And
Nah,
I hate so bad that these young dudes didn't, take the time to try to learn from young Dolph as far as making money, because he would put it out there, because he was about making money.
all right. And that's why you had a lot of people then when he was trying to get a game out, but see what was going on. His character was getting assassinated while he was hurt. The stuff that he was telling in the game that he was giving out, people would go back and try to misinform the people. Like, he wasn't correct. Like the same way you see with the YouTube game, like that's how they was playing him. You know what I'm saying?
If you do not have to be out, we encourage everyone to stay home.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on 1 second too.
Home if you do not have to be out. Tonight, we strongly encourage everyone to stay home if you do not have to be out.
I wanted to play that. Now, that was November the 17th of 2021, right after young Dolph was killed. For those people, especially those that don't live in Memphis, that was talking about, well, how come these folks ain't out here doing nothing as it relates to young Dolph? It was World War III in Memphis, and the police chief put it out in a solemn way. If you ain't got to go outside, don't go outside. Stay at home, because it was Iraq in Memphis. Them folks was shooting up everything after young Dolph was killed because they was hurt and angry. And I was not in agreement with that. You didn't hear me talk a whole lot about it, but it was World War III in Memphis. Whoever it was, I don't know who it was. I don't know. It could have been some young Dolph's fans, but it was World War III. Hold on.
Also breaking tonight, an ominous warning from the head of the Memphis Police Department in the wake of the shooting death of the Memphis rapper Young Dolph.
It's a crime making international headlines, and as families, friends, and fans grieve, some officers are taking on special assignments tonight. Action News 5's Joyce Peterson begins our live team coverage of this breaking situation. Joyce?
Yeah, Kanji and Joe, young Dolph was raised in Memphis, and though in recent years he made his home in Atlanta, he was always back in the Bluff City. In fact, here today to give turkeys to needy families. A quick stop here at his favorite cookie store ended in tragedy today, one that was felt far outside city limits.
Our preliminary investigation reveals the victim is Adolph Robert Thornton Jr.
The Memphis police chief confirming the death of rapper Young Dolph.
Chocolate shield, don't hide.
The 36-year-old husband and father shot and killed Wednesday inside Makita's cookie store on Airways. His death drawing hundreds of fans to the crime scene.
This is going to grow into something even more. This is not the end. This is going to cause a slew of retaliation.
Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland tweeted condolences to Young Dolph's family and asked for calm in our city to allow MPD to capture those responsible. Memphis City Councilman J.B. Smiley tweeted, "I'm hopeful the city of Memphis will implement a curfew to preserve the safety of all citizens." Tennessee State Rep London Lamar also tweeting, "Let's add a citywide curfew tonight." Police Chief C.J. Davis, when asked if she thinks a curfew is necessary.
Right now, we think that the deployment of our officers in the specific areas that are impacted the most will be enough presence for tonight.
Areas like Privé, owned by rapper Yo Gotti, Young Dolph's nemesis. Action News 5 cameras saw at least 2 squad cars stationed outside the upscale club. At least 283 homicides so far this year in Memphis, but this one isn't like the others. Young Dolph's car whisked away with a police escort. MPD officers staged outside the medical examiner's office as his body arrived. Investigators offered no motive or suspect information, just a plea to all Memphians.
Tonight, we strongly encourage everyone to stay home if you do not have to be out. We also strongly encourage everyone to remain calm as we actively perform our investigation.
All right. And Chief Davis also telling me that her officers are interviewing witnesses in the case, and they are combing through every inch of camera footage they can find in order to find young Dolph's killer. Live in Orange Mound tonight, I'm Joyce Peterson. Action News 5.
Dang.
Wow. So that was November 17th of 2021, exactly 1 year ago. And if you listen to them, they had a lot of clues, even November 17th of 2021, because they had a lot of, they was getting video, had witnesses. They knew, if you listen to the commentary, they knew they had police officers everywhere, right?
I like that word she used too. Sound like one of your words.
Oh, it's sad.
But that let you see right there how big he was again. The police had to stay with him doing a medical exam the way how they pulling up.
Yeah. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing, but they never thought when they did that a year later that, hold on, let me see something. That they would be in court. If they had known that, they wouldn't have did it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it.
Tonight, a possible break in the investigation into the murder of rapper Young Dolph. He was shot and killed Wednesday outside Makita's cookie store on Airways. Action News 5's Parker King joins us live in studio now with new information about the search for the two suspects and the getaway car. Parker.
Yeah, Joyce, we're digging into the investigation, trying to get the latest for you. There are some updates Memphis police are being tight-lipped about, but it doesn't take away from the fact that the public's help is vital to solving the case. It's been 72 hours since Memphis rapper Young Dolph was gunned down while inside Makita's Cookies on Airways Boulevard. And still, the two men pictured here are at large.
Too many families, too many mothers, too many fathers have suffered in our city. And quite frankly, I think we are all tired of it.
Police remain quiet on updates to the high-profile murder case. A spokesperson with MPD saying they can neither confirm nor deny the white Mercedes pictured with the two gunmen was found and hauled away by investigators today. Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis stated Wednesday that the department is devoting extra manpower to this investigation.
To remain calm as we actively perform our investigation. The Memphis Police Department is providing an increased presence in areas of the city that might be directly impacted by this unfortunate incident.
Above all, Davis emphasizes the importance of help from the public, not just for this crime, but any crime that takes place in Memphis.
We encourage anyone who has any information about this incident to call Crime Stoppers.
That number for Memphis.
Oh, wow. It was just a tragedy. And just kind of remembering, and just kind of remembering what happened last year. It was crazy. If you think about it, they have been, with the case being so big, they have moved kind of fast. Don't you think so? Because they had a warrant out for straight drop in December of last year.
Yeah. But he helped bring his warrant though. He might have well got a haircut with said, "Come get me. I'm the shooter."
trying to see something. Let's see.
Tonight, both suspects in the murder of the rapper Young Dolph are behind bars. One's actually been sitting in a Mid-South jail for weeks now. The other was picked up today, more than 500 miles from Memphis. Action News 5's Joyce Peterson joins us now with arrest details. Joyce?
Yeah, Joe, U.S. Marshals say that 23-year-old Justin Johnson was captured in Indiana today. And the second suspect, 32-year-old Cornelius Smith, was arrested last month and indicted today by a Shelby County grand jury. Captured. This is the photo U.S. Marshals.
Cornbread look different on that picture, don't he?
Johnson being taken into custody in Indiana around 3 o'clock
One of them
Tuesday
perks.
afternoon. And here's the new mugshot for 32-year-old Cornelius Smith, arrested December 9th in South Haven. Investigators say Johnson and Smith are the suspects responsible for the November 17th murder of rapper Young Dolph while he visited a cookie store near the Memphis airport. Authorities say the white Mercedes used in the crime and later found behind an abandoned house near another murder scene days later was originally carjacked November 10th from a gas station on Kirby near Quince. Smith faces charges of first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder for shooting at Young Dolph's brother, being a felon in possession of a firearm, employment of a firearm during a dangerous felony, and theft over 10 grand. Johnson was wanted on a first-degree murder charge and an outstanding warrant for violation of supervised federal release. He served 6 months of a 5-year sentence for shooting and injuring 3 people after a bowling alley argument in 2017. After he got out, Johnson was arrested a few months later with drugs and a gun, triggering that warrant for his arrest. Johnson is an aspiring rapper who goes by the name Straight Drop on Instagram. The Shelby County DA's office says he posted to IG that he would turn himself in at 201, the county jail, on Monday. Well, Monday came and went, so today, Tuesday, he was picked up by the marshals. Justin Johnson found time, though, while he was on the run from police to drop a new song. And in his Instagram stories, he claimed he is innocent. Tonight, his IG account has been removed. Big news conference tomorrow where we should learn more details about the arrests and about this case. We expect to hear from U.S. Marshals, Memphis Police, and the Shelby County District Attorney. We'll let you know what we learn. Live in studio, I'm Joyce Peterson, Action News 5.
Tonight, both.
You could tell that they were on drugs, but you see Cornelius' eyes, how budged they were, and even straight drops. With that 911 call, and I'll just say a little bit about that. Marcus was you could tell that it was just pure fright and horror, hearing him scream and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It's sad, and even still, people try to give Marcus a lot of flack because they was like, well, he was close behind the car. How come he didn't shoot? You have to understand, like, he had just seen his brother gunned down. I don't believe for 1 second. Of course, Marcus had nothing to do with that. That was random. I'm sure a lot of people was trying to figure out what was going on. His brother is laying there. He have to, so. And I think he's one of the ones, even though, Young Dolph was assassinated, that was the ultimate, that was horrible. Marcus had to see his brother laying there dead, make the 911 call to try and get help. He's frantic. He's in a panic. He's looking at his brother and then make the call to his parents. Okay. Because if you listen to the young man that came up here one day, and I do know that he, hung around Young Dolph and them a lot, because of his sister. He said he said that he was with Young Dolph's father when he got the call from Marcus, and his dad says they said, that they just killed Dolph up here at the, it's sad. So Marcus had a lot that Marcus went through a lot. His life was attempted. He see his brother laying there dead. He pacing back and forth. He's calling 911. I'm getting upset again. And then he have to call his parents.
Yeah, that was the fucked up call to make.
Okay. That upsets me. They said he was terrified. He was, I can't, I don't want to talk about it.
Now the news just said that they took Straight Drop Instagram down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder did they take the right one down?
Latoya says, I'm a therapist. Many people black out in the midst. I think they did take it down, and they kind of revamped it. Then they scrubbed it, and then they brought it back up, or they put another one back up. Because remember now, they said that Straight Drop, they said Straight Drop used to have on his Instagram account that he was a paid hitman.
Yeah, well, he got another joint now, and shit's so crazy. Like while I was just talking, I was just sitting here scrolling through it, and it's a video of him at a Black Youngster concert.
It's a video of Straight Drop.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a birthday bash. It was it. All I know was Black Youngster coming out on stage.
Is that the one where he was up on stage with Big Homie G?
Hold on, let me go back to it because I don't think I seen Big Homie G.
I think he was at a concert with Big Homie G, because I think Homie G had his son or his daughter up there on stage too. When Straight Drop was up there with him. Let me see if I can find that.
I tell this him, and they won't put the camera back over. Let me go back on.
I think that was Straight Drop. Somebody help me out. Rest in peace, Young Dolph.
Yeah,
Was
42
that Homie G?
Dub. I see him on her. I see 42 Dub.
What, at the concert?
Mm-hmm.
Whose concert is that? Black Youngsters?
That's who coming out. I don't know if it was his full concert, but this like he on the side and Black Youngster come through the middle. I'm trying to see who all I can see in that joint again. Hold up. Where this Juke recording Black Youngster, Straight Drop behind Juke.
Hold on. I think that's that high price, high rise right there. I think. I'm just looking at the
I'm gonna be quiet. I see the wood on the floor. That's what I was looking for.
I think that's that high price, high rise. You can tell it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how he get $1,800 a month to pay for that. Maybe it wasn't Homie G. I thought I saw where a vlogger had put up. I can't remember that Straight Drop had been on right on stage, and they was like that was Straight Drop, and it was another guy at a on stage with Homie G. This is before that song came. This is before DOLPH'S killed, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong because I can't find it.
Yeah, this don't look like a big Homie G show.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't him.
Cause like I said, I can see 42 Dub, I see Juke, and I see Black Youngster. There's the only people I could just notice. I'm gonna look at it again. Though. Okay, that's the cooler dude right there. They fooled the shit out of him though.
Out of who? Straight Drop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking at these pictures like they was taking this nigga everywhere out of town.
Yeah, they was finessing him, and that's why I say, you know, that's how you know a lot of these little dudes that's out there, they have not had the right guidance. They get mad at the wrong people. They mad at the police. They mad at Young Dolph. They mad at the vloggers, but they're not mad at the people that finessed Straight Drop into doing this and then left him out there to hang.
And then on his latest video, he's showing where he got the boots and shit on. Yeah, he got Moneybagg Yo playing in the background.
Oh Lord have mercy.
What you tripping out for?
These comments.
Nah, yeah.
He's so crazy. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. This is Young Dolph Service Day. It just so happens the people that assassinated him and took him out, they just happen to you know, justice is in the process of being served for Young Dolph, and it is definitely a process. And out of all of this, you know, I salute Mia J, because even what has happened to Young Dolph, what has happened to her brother, she's still saying that Black men deserve to grow old, and they do. Black men deserve to grow old. And you think about people like and I'll say the JoJo Splat, because JoJo Splat is 20 years old. I believe he just turned 20. Okay, around this time this happened to Young Dolph, he might have been all of 18, 19 years old, right? So you think about kids like him, okay, that are being shot down and taken out of here at 25. And you got, you know, you think about the heinous crimes that they're being put up to do. Like, they push that. I know they have their own minds, but that is being pushed so that they can do their dirty work. Okay. And in the process, everything is always there's retaliation that comes behind everything. Then you see all of these retaliatory murders, and so many young African American men are losing their lives. You know, it's a damn shame when a Black man feels like it's an honor to live to be 30 years old. Are you serious? 30 years old is extremely young. Okay. 40 years old is young. Okay. So it's a damn shame when they feel like that it is an honor to live to be 30 because of what is happening in the hoods. Black men do deserve to grow old. Black men got to stop killing each other and stop being jealous of each other. You niggas need to stop taking out people like Young Dolph that is freely willing to give you the game if you've got the talent and the work ethic. A lot of these folks was mad at Young Dolph because they felt like he's supposed to have been giving them something. Everybody wants something. They want a handout. You give them something, that ain't enough. I want some more. You have to work and earn everything. And that's what a lot of people are missing. Okay? You got to work and earn it. And you got to stop taking out leaders that have come from the hood, like Young Dolph, that's willing to teach you the recipe without making you a damn slave and workhorse. Young Dolph, his artists don't have that machine that most artists have behind them, but their money is going to be longer because he taught them in a way where they don't have to be slaves. Okay? Where they don't have to be slaves. And so you got to stop killing people just because somebody else finesse you. Little nigga, I'm going to give you this. I give you 20,000. 20,000 ain't even enough to live off of for a year. You can't live off of 20,000 for a year. Okay? You can't. Okay? So this has been happening since back in the day. I just hate that you still got so many Black people that's participating because of their jealousy and helping to take down leaders that learn the recipe. Okay? And they take them down so that they can't teach the other young dudes in the hood the recipe, because you got the dudes that's paying them to take out the leaders are the ones that's taking advantage of the little dudes. They want to get them, keep them in these slave deals and things of that nature. And they want to make them think that having gold diamond necklaces around their necks that they still paying on, rented cars and rented houses is a success with a bankroll of money in your hand, and they keep you on lean and fentanyl and heroin so that you can never learn the recipe. Okay. So, hey, I'm happy, like I said, that, we're getting justice for Young Dolph, but it's just the beginning. Okay. And I had wanted to go to Mia J's, I had wanted to go to her Instagram page, but hell, my computer, I got so much security on it. It does something to kick out all my passwords. Every now and again, I have to. That's another thing. These folks sick. I have to. Nothing. I ain't gonna talk about that. Dolph probably would have paid them double if someone told him what they was planning to do. He probably would have gave him $1 million. Dolph kept saying, I don't care about no money. They could have been millionaires for doing the right thing. And you're right. I'm going to tell you something that I used to do, and I ain't nearly about no millionaire. When I would see kids do what was right, sometimes I would watch them, especially my kids. And I would act like I wasn't watching them to see if they would do what was right. And when they did what was right, I would reward them 2 times what they did. If I saw somebody drop some money, and if I've ever seen a kid or something, a person didn't know that they had dropped some money, and I saw somebody run to give them their money, I would give them double that. People don't reward folks for doing what's right no more. People think that they are rewarded when they do what's wrong. T is a millionaire. Don't let her trick you. I wish. Michelle Davis is right. It was immaturity, lack of patience, no work ethic, right? And manipulation. Flat out manipulation. We're going to manipulate these dudes into doing our dirty work. But when it's all said and done, we know Orange Mound Quet ain't had no money. Hell, I mean, Orange Mound Quet was living in Orange Mound. Orange Mound Quet ain't had no money to pay no hitters. Okay. We know that. No, I'm all the way here from Alexandria, Virginia. I was not on the same, but it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not here to argue. I'm completely on Young Dolph's side. What happened? It is a spiritual warfare going on, Miss Bougie Bad. It is. It's a spiritual warfare. I wasn't on the same, Monica. I just want to make it make sense. I'm not here to argue. Anyone know Quet's affiliation with Lil Flip? Lil Flip is the rapper from out of Houston that used to be into it with T.I., I believe. I wasn't on the scene. My apologies. That was voice text. I'm not here to argue. You cool, Miss Bougie Bad. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. It's DOLPH'S Day. Y'all, it's DOLPH'S Day.
Yeah, I'm back.
It's DOLPH'S Day, but I know that even though they're out doing service in the name of Young Dolph, I know it's hard for his children. Today is hard for his kids, and today will be hard for his kids for a very long time. These niggas took this all of their life. Young Dolph was a young, vibrant young man. He wanted to have more children. Okay, he believed in having. He said he believed in reproducing. Okay, so he had the money to do it. He wanted to have more children. They took all of that life. They robbed his children of their future with their dad. And I can't understand these folks. That's the reason why I say it's a lot of people that are sick that really need some help. How in the hell they sit up and rob Young Dolph of his future with his children and his children of their father, and then feel like they supposed to be out? I got my kids. I want to be a daddy to my kids. But they forget what they did to Young Dolph. And they think it's okay. A lot of them, that's the reason why I say, like, our people are sick. Like, I think it's the drugs. They think that what they did to him was okay. That's what they think. They think that what they did to him was okay. So, Player Cole, how long you think it's going to take them to indict some more people?
Not long. They're tying up all the loopholes right now. And you will probably kind of, if you know how to look into shit, you will know when it's starting to happen. Cause like, certain people, lawyers go be informed, this indictment getting ready to come down. If that happen, you're gonna have to turn yourself in so you can get a bond. That's how they come to them. So when you start seeing people move funny and weird, you will know some shit about to take place.
Well, Straight Drop been moving weird for a couple months, ain't he?
Yeah.
when he was trying to get away from the Shelby County Jail. Everybody knows that the Shelby County Jail is better than the correction center.
Well, like what you mean as far as jailing wise?
And protection. I think since they did that bust, I know they was getting a lot of drugs and stuff in the county jail. I'm talking about in the correction center. I'm talking about in the correction center.
Yeah, like it's still coming in down there. Don't play. But like, just keep it. And then what I'm finna say, like, for a person that's the did time, I would say like, if I would want to do some time and like I know how to get money, I'm connected to shit, I would want to be at the penal farm. Like you can probably bust a little move at 201. It won't last long though, because them niggas go snitch you out if they see you getting too close to an officer. Niggas go tell on you. If you don't break a nigga out, niggas go tell on you. As far as you being at the penal farm and a nigga will see you making a move and they'll step back, they won't step on your toes so fast. So now like the security part, I ain't never had no issue when I went to jail, but like for niggas that can't fight that good and just sell wolf tickets, 201 the best place for you because they got the officers in the pole. So you can whoop and talk shit all day, and when a nigga ready to get on your ass, you just say you fear for your life and move to another part. You know what I'm saying? You trying to strike and bust a move, you know, you need to be at the penal form of penitentiary. And I would think everybody that's did time and been in the system would say that and agree that.
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, Young Dolph said Straight Drop said in his new song, his hit, wait a minute, it moved. His hit one of the guards, Let Me Find Out, 201 guards on that with him.
I heard him say that. He said, just knock the CO so I can get the bomb up in the jail.
I'm gonna tell y'all something now. Somebody had told me some months back, and I gotta be honest, that those new young ladies that, and I ain't trying to talk bad about the new young ladies that's coming up in the jail, but they wanted to be down there with him. They was trying to get down there to him, especially him. And so what they had to do was they don't allow them to go and man them. You know, like when the DRT officers or whatever, a gang unit officers, because it's not that many of them, they go to break or whatever.
Yeah.
They normally just go down there to break those officers, those specialized unit officers that are down there. And so what they do is they send all the old heads to break them. So, and them little chicks ain't going down there because now if they was, I would have to, but the chief is very, that is a direct order. Only the old heads break the specialized unit officers as it relates to him and whoever else down there in protective custody. Hell, because I don't know who all down there, but you know what I had heard was that it's been somebody else down there for months.
Well, dang.
That's nasty how these females want to be with a convicted rapist, aggravated rapist. I know. I'm telling you now, one of my friends told me that. She said, girl, it's a direct order because the new officers, the new female officers, they be wanting to go down there and break. And, you know, that was one of the things, especially, you know, trying, most jailers don't like going on other jailers' areas, leaving their areas to go to another jailer's area to break them. They don't like that. And they especially don't like breaking down there in their dungeon. He down there in the dungeon.
Yeah, them boys.
They want to get down there to him. They was wanting to get down there to him.
But you know, like with this situation, like, and I just saying that, like, it happened more in the penitentiary now because they really don't get paid that much. Like 201 guys get paid more in the penitentiary workers, which is crazy to me. But you know, like, and you right about that, cause like all them old, now some of the old ones would bring the bomb in too, but they was small. They was only bring cigarettes and shit in there. But like these new people that get coming in here, like I'm gonna tell you, I was at the penitentiary, like, and we got a dude to come in there, the dude with vice lord or whatever, working in there, and like he would do some of the dumbest shit, like he didn't give a fuck about the job. The nigga would leave cigarettes in the microwave. He was trying to stay with the rest of the brothers, and like he was in my part, I was in Whiteville, LC 203. And I would tell him, like, bro, we got cameras and you can't be shaking up with the inmates in here, fool. Like, I promise you, he didn't last enough to get 2 chicks in there. Didn't last. Really? Shit, I know you probably gonna be on for about 2-3 more hours, but I gotta get ready and roll though.
All right. No.
Just be outside.
All right. Thanks for coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. That was Player Call. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Street Politics. The news said Yo Gotti, Young Dolph's nemesis. Wow. Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Like I said, Orange Malquet went to court today. Of course, he pleaded not guilty. Now, it's funny, Orange Malquet, the very first time he go to court, he got him a paid attorney, and that is not a low, that attorney is pretty high priced, pretty much high priced. He's a high priced attorney. William Massey is. So he goes to court. He's got his paid attorney on the very first day, but Straight Drop, they waited all that time to get Straight Drop an attorney, because the plan was for Straight Drop to make a fool out of Straight Drop, to just not say nothing and take all of the blame. Now, I know a lot of people feel like Cornelius was not involved. Cornelius was involved, in my opinion. I believe what the police officers say, but I believe that Cornelius's direct connection is through Orange Mound Quet. I believe initially Orange Mound Quet told him, he debriefed him on what the plan would be, but I don't think he sat in the meetings, and I don't know if he had a relationship with the other people that's above Orange Mound Quet that actually dropped the bag on, that actually gave the money to Orange Mound Quet to distribute, whoever that is, because I don't know. I don't believe he knew those people. Okay. So I think, just my opinion, I think he told what he did know. Okay. And I know a lot of people saying, well, why didn't they get Orange Mound Quet? If Cornelius was saying something, why didn't they been get Orange Mound Quet? Maybe because somebody else solidified it when they got pissed off or something. Hell, I don't know. But I do know that Orange Mound Quet been on the radar, because like I said, the first time I heard about him was around April or May. And I didn't jump on here talking about it either, because I don't disrupt investigate. I don't do stuff like that. Tanya says she thinks that Cornbread was the driver. Lori and I think all of them are talking. None of them want to do 60 years, not even Orange Mound Quet. If Orange Mound Quet gets 60 years, Orange Mound Quet would be, he's 43, right? Oh my, he wouldn't even be alive. He'd be over 100. He'd be about 100 and what? 103 when he got out. His grandkids or his great-great-grandkids wouldn't know him. Hell. Yeah, he'd be about 103, so he wouldn't be alive. I don't think he would live to be 103 in a jail. So he would, that's truly a life sentence for him. It's really a life sentence for Straight Dropping them. They would be in their 80s, 60, 70. Yeah, they'd be 80 something, like 84 years old. Hell. Pretty Little Killer says Quet has a video of Privé with the killers. Oh wow. I think I saw somebody sent me a picture. I believe it was J Class sent me a picture of that. They were sitting around at the Privé. Shy Bear says a life for a life. Right. A life for a life. They took Young Dolph's life. The state give them life. I wouldn't be surprised if Quet be on suicide watch after his daughter and now jail. He already posted he wanted to die. He did. He had been posting for months that he wanted to die. He had been posting that he slept all day. That's depression. Somebody sleep all day. That's a depression. Yes, because he coming in under the new law 100% of the time. Like Dawg says, tell on the whole gang. It looks different. It's something else when you planning to do it. When you got guns in your hands and you planning to take somebody's life. And then these little dudes in their teens and in their 20s, when they sit in jail for 10 years after they give them life, because they're going to get life. And I know a lot of times they tell these little dudes, man, you could suck it up. Life 25 years, Straight Dropping them almost passed out when Judge Coffey let them know that each state law is different. Life is 60 years in the state of Tennessee. So you won't be out in 25 years. And even serving 25 years of your life is a long time. But these little dudes don't understand. They 20, 21 years old. When they've been sitting in jail for 10, 15 years and they start to gain more knowledge of self, they get to thinking about, what the hell did I do? Because the mindset, especially when they've detoxed, hell, a lot of them full of damn drugs right now. So after they start detoxing, I promise you, they get thinking, well, what the hell did I do? I took a life and I ain't never getting out. Facts, he like to cry. Monica said they don't ever need to be released. Well, it's a lot of them that ain't gonna ever be released. It's some that ain't even been arrested yet that ain't gonna never be released once they arrested. Never again. Tamara Dolph told the truth on all his songs. Yes, he did. He did. He told the truth. Young Dolph left a truth. If you listen to his songs, he basically told everything. Okay. Young Dolph basically told us everything that we needed to know. He didn't hold back. It was like he left a diary behind in his songs. And I think it's a shame, that it had to come to this. It's a shame that it came to this. That they took Young Dolph's life. And they felt like they had a right to take his life because they was mad at him. Okay. They felt like they had a right to take his life because they was mad at him. Dolph told his story just like an open book. Y'all see how tight they being with the YSL arrest. Bonds keep getting denied. The FBI making an example out of these high-profile cases. They chose the wrong one. They chose the wrong one this time. Absolutely. They tired of these people with this money. Like I said, a lot of these rappers, and I know they, somebody made a fake page yesterday gonna say, you crazy as hell. I said, well, thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. That don't make me mad because, what's crazy is consistently killing each other for nothing. I ain't the one that's crazy for being mad and talking about it. They're the ones that's crazy for thinking that it's okay to rob, steal, and kill and rob somebody of their life. Okay? Just because they are mad at them. That's messed up on so many levels. Okay? So, rest in peace to Young Dolph. Long live the paper route king. Okay? Hold on, you guys. I'm looking at something. I wanted to try to pull up something else. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on, you guys. Let me see.
The murder of Memphis rap star Young Dolph is releasing
in Young Dolph's murder.
I think we've seen this one. We saw that one. I just kind of want y'all to remember what Chief Davis said, and I'm not gonna play all this. I just want you, because The nuggets are always in the very beginning, and people kind of forget about that when folks start putting out different narratives and things of that nature.
Of the work that everybody you see standing up here has done, and
Hold on.
even some that you don't see. There are a lot of unseen heroes that participate in this case that really from Memphis but lives in Dallas. Shondell Barnett is
There's a lot of key points that they put out in the beginning.
Hondale, Barnett, Barnett. Shondell Barnett, date of birth is February 6, 1994. He's originally from Memphis, but lives in Dallas. Shondell Barnett is a person who we believe was providing assistance to Justin since we've been looking for him. He now faces charges of accessory after the fact to first-degree murder. He's being housed at the Clay County, Indiana jail, and he will face, there was a state warrant that the marshals filed on him. And so he will face go through the extradition process of being extradited back here to Shelby County. Now, Justin Johnson, on the other hand, he was transported to the Knox County, Indiana jail. And he was booked on a violation of federal supervised release.
Good afternoon. These two wanted individuals. So on Wednesday, November 17, 2020, MPD staff, investigators, and supervisors, many who are in this room right now, 23-year-old Justin Johnson and 32-year-old Cornelius Smith were apprehended. Justin Johnson, who is a wanted person of interest in the murder of young Dolph Adolph Thornton, is now in custody, thanks to the Marshal Service and their dogged, relentless, and unwavering commitment to getting this individual off the street. Cornelius Smith is now in custody as well, pending the following charges: first-degree murder, criminal attempt to first-degree murder, convicted felon in possession of a handgun, employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, and theft of property in the amount of $10,000 to $60,000. These arrests would not have been possible without the dedicated men and women of the Memphis Police Department and our partners, specifically our homicide unit. Last year, these investigators handled more than 300 homicide cases. They work day in and day out trying to identify individuals with the same type of aggression and unwavering, intrepid spirit that was involved in this particular case. And without the assistance of our partners, and this is a short list of individuals or groups that we need to identify. Of course, the United States Marshals, Marshal Tyrese Miller and his team, the Two Rivers Violent Fugitive Task Force, the Multi-Agency Gang Unit, MGU, Shelby County Sheriff's Department, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, the Covington Police Department, the South Haven Police Department, the DeSoto County Sheriff's Department, the Indiana State Police, and the Putnam County Sheriff's Department. The Memphis Police Department would also like to thank all the men and women who were involved in this investigation for their dedication and hard work. We also would like to thank the hundreds of citizens, not just from our area, but from around the country, who provided tips throughout this investigation to ensure these individuals were brought to justice. Thank you to our citizens and to the public for trusting the Memphis Police Department and utilizing our Crime Stoppers Anonymous tip line. This is an ongoing investigation. Thank you very much. And at this particular time, I'd like to ask our District Attorney General, Amy Warwick, for remarks.
Okay, like I said, a lot of the key points are always in the very beginning. And she said they received tips, not just from, oh, Lord. Oh, Oh Lord, I love that song, and it went to that, but I don't want to get no strike. Hold on, Nakia. I saw that. I'm trying to. All of my passwords was kicked out. So shit, I have to find where I wrote down the damn passwords at. I be forgetting because I don't remember them. I don't remember them. Because I don't even remember my Facebook book password in my computer. The person that monitors my security on my computer, they got it set some kind of way that all the passwords are never remembered. Let's see. Rest in peace, young dog. Wu said he ain't got no gun in there. That was your first time sending something. I can't understand why when I write I don't know where I wrote that. I don't know where I be writing them. I be on the move so much. I bet I'm looking right over it. Y'all see me I can't find my passwords. That's why he been having them knots on his head. Oh Lord have mercy. People be getting mad at me about that. I promise y'all, let's see. Her head looks so sad, Miss T. Yeah. Man, they about to hit about 3 or 4 more people in this RICO case. Willie, I think they're gonna hit more than 3 or 4 more. You balled up the paper with passwords on it and threw it at Remy. I promise you, I can't find my passwords. I can't get in my Facebook, my Instagram, nothing. They already warned me about playing music. I wish I could play the music, but I got a warning. That 100 shots is hidden. I'm telling you. But you know what I wonder? I just wonder all the people that participated. I ain't talking about the little dudes that they got strung out on drugs and stuff that that have these mental illnesses. I'm talking about some of these adults that actually might have a lot to lose. The position that they put themselves in, I wonder now, do they think that taking him out of here was worth it? I wonder, they had such an urgency for them to kill him last year. I wonder, do they feel the same way this year now that everything has flipped? And they if they're gonna get mad at anybody, they need to be mad at God, because God did this. I just wonder, do they feel? They said Woo so funny. Oh, you said play that paper that Woo. Y'all want to see the okay. Y'all talking about the interview. Hold on one second. I thought you was talking about the song. Hold on. Paper Route Woo was about to tell it. Like Player Cole said, they cut him off, but he was about to tell it. If they had just played him a little bit more, he'd have told it all. He'd have told it all. Woo didn't care. Woo was telling it. He's somebody talking.
Be true to yourself, be you, be true to your family.
Words to live by, words remembered by those he loved and who loved him. All gone in a moment.
Family members on the scene tell us Memphis rapper Young Dolph, 36 years of age, was shot outside Makeda's Cookie,
a community grieving.
Y'all didn't take a real person away from Memphis. He was a real rapper, and y'all just killed him, bro.
A community seeking justice while healing and keeping their heads up.
We cannot let that be the end of the story, and so we have to continue on, to honor him and to keep on letting the world know about Makeda's because he loved coming here.
Action News 5 is remembering Young Dolph.
Good morning, everyone. At the Action News 5 digital desk, we are remembering Young Dolph, his life, and his legacy here at Action News 5. And I'm joined now by Carlissa Brown, Young Dolph's sister.
That's his sister, y'all.
Talk with us about his life and legacy. Carlissa, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning. It's pretty busy.
I would expect. So tell me how you feeling this morning. It is the 1-year anniversary. Tell us what the last 12 months have been like for you and your range of emotions.
It has definitely been agonizing pain and just grief and just trying to find a way to just cope and get through it all. So it has definitely been a roller coaster. Definitely.
I can only imagine. Can you take us through that a little bit? I mean, this is your brother, and I know there's a lot of pain, but there's also a lot of pride.
Yes. I mean, as far as taking you through everything, I mean, the family in general, we're just going through a lot, and we're just trying to find a way to just cope and keep pushing like he would want us to. So in the midst of everything, as we're here now at a year, which still feels like yesterday, we're just trying a way to just cope with it all and just to give back and pay it forward. So that's the goal on today, to find some piece of hope, joy in the midst of everything.
What do you remember most about your brother?
His heart. He had a heart of gold. Like, he was one person that heart was so pure and just genuine. And that wasn't just to his family, but to those that he connected with, the community. He definitely had a heart like no other.
I understand that you are helping to, you mentioned, pay it forward and making sure that his legacy lives on. Tell me some of the things that you and your family and other supporters are doing to help that legacy.
Today we are doing an event here at the Hospitality Hub, the Item 8 Foundation, and, his supporters, family and friends. We are here today to help give back to people that need help. So we are here. We will be providing hot meals for those that are homeless, providing those hygiene kits and other little goodies that would just help, make their day because we know that they're going through it. So that's what we're doing today, continuing the legacy and just paying it forward by helping those that need it.
That's fantastic. So many people know him for his music, but he was so much more than that, with so many people in the neighborhood. And can you talk a little bit about that side that really doesn't get as much coverage as his music?
Yeah, he definitely was one to connect with his community. He loved his community. He loved going back and just speaking to those in the area and just, giving them sound advice on what to do if they had questions or, the next move or how to get to the next level. He was that person that helped motivate help motivate the next person to help them get on and, get to their dreams and admirations that they would like to do. But he was definitely one that was out there. He wasn't afraid to go in his community and just give back and connect with the people, outside of work. He was a regular person, with his family, he was a family man for sure. He was definitely a community activist and man. So that's what he did. He was just, that guy that wasn't afraid to just go above and beyond to help the next person.
Well, he certainly had a connection to the community, and a lot of that support came pouring out, various murals, people with that memorial that's there outside Makita's. Can you talk about some of the support that you and your family have received in the last 12 months?
There's been several people that have reached out and, just gave us support and, kind of been there with us through the process. But I believe most importantly, it was the family that we kind of leaned in on each other to give each other that support that we needed to get through this whole process.
For those in Memphis, for those in the Mid-South, across the country and across the world, Carlissa, your brother was so well known, and so many people listened to him and listened to his words. His words meant so much to so many people. Is there a message that you would like to send to some people out there today on this year anniversary?
I want people to take today as a day to just pay it forward and just continuing his legacy. Today is a Dolph Day of service. So I want the community, his supporters, and those that were for him to just go out there and give service to someone. You don't have to have a whole lot of money. You don't have to do the over-the-top things, but just doing someone else some service will help. If that's cutting the grass, babysitting, raking leaves. There's so many things that you can do just out of your heart and kindness for someone else. So today I just ask that, we pay it forward and do as Dolph did, give back.
Well said, Carlissa. Is there anything else you wanted to say before we let you go? I really appreciate your time talking with us this morning.
No, I'm pretty good for the most part. We're busy today, at the Hospitality Hub, giving back. So we have a lot going on. So I definitely appreciate everything. And just, for everyone just to keep it moving, keep it pushing, and just to move accordingly and just make today a proud moment, so that he could smile down and see that we are paying it forward. We are doing something to honor him. We're actually doing some service and just doing something to help people, because a lot of people need help. And that's the goal, is to help.
That's wonderful, Carlissa. We really appreciate you.
That was nice. I just kind of stumbled up on that when I was looking for Wu and Snoop Band's. Hold on. When I was looking for Wu and Snoop Band's. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I think it was Dude's Channel 3 that I was looking at. I think. I'm glad to see his family out giving service to the city of Memphis. Hold on, let me see. I think Wooden was on channel 13. Let me see if there's a video for this. They ain't got no video up. I tell you. Hold on, let me see. I don't like it when they don't put video up. I don't like it. They saying 1 year after his investigation, it remains top priority. I don't see where they have it up anymore. I bet it's up. I just don't see it. Hold on. Child, I don't see it for one bit. Let me see. Maybe I found it. Let me see, y'all.
For 5 straight years, late rapper Young Dolph made sure that needy families in Memphis were able to celebrate Thanksgiving. Dolph's turkey giveaways became one of the most anticipated events of the year in Memphis for literally hundreds of people in our community.
And despite his absence, the giving has not stopped. Again this year, his legacy lives on, this time at the Westwood Community Center. It started at 3 p.m. Tuesday, but the line began well before that. Hundreds of people waited to get one of the turkeys at Westwood Community Center.
Check out, man.
The Thanksgiving turkey giveaway has become a Memphis tradition. Dolph began handing out the big birds back in 2015 and was there at the front of the giveaway line every single year until he was gunned down in 2021. But even that year, members of Dolph's PRE label and his friends kept Dolph's memory alive, holding the turkey giveaway only 2 days after he was killed. Now, this year, the PRE family, along with Dolph's Ida Mae Family Foundation, were back at it, with Jay Fizzle taking on the hosting honors that used to be Dolph's.
It's a lot different, you hear me? But, you know, remember when I keep going strong.
Now, they gave away about 150 turkeys at that location at Westwood today. Last year, they gave away more than 800 turkeys, but that was 4 different locations. And keep in mind, there's another turkey giveaway set for tomorrow in Castalia Heights. And also, this.
That was my first time seeing that one. Monica said, "Bae," with Jay Fizzle. Okay, Jay Fizzle and them gave theirs away. Hold on.
Of people in our community.
That hundreds of people waited to get one of the turkeys.
Okay, that's the same thing. Y'all said News Channel. Y'all said News Channel 24. News 24 got it.
Well, Thursday marks for young November Thornton Jr. Day of Service.
Hold on, y'all.
Thursday marks 1 year since Memphis rapper Young Dolph was shot and killed at Makita's Cookies on Airways. November 17th is also officially recognized as Adolph Young Dolph Thornton Jr. Day of Service. So, as nonprofit, the Ida Mae Foundation is honoring the day with several public service events. The foundation will serve lunch, give free haircuts, and provide free winter kits with coats, blankets, socks, and gloves at the Hospitality Hub from 9 in the morning till 1 in the evening.
They said News Channel 3. Okay, I thought it was just on News Channel 3. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Is that the turkey drive from last year? That's the turkey drive from last year, right? Let me see. Yeah, it say 12 months ago. I can't find the one, and we was just looking at the one that they did the other day. Let's see. Maybe if I put in Young Dolph. I know it's on here. I can't find it. I can't find it. T go to WREG and the title gonna say straight drop new song. Okay. Straight drop new song. Okay.
Have a comment. Now reporting live.
I don't think he was supposed to record that song in jail. But it sounded like he did it over the phone. But anyways, let's see. I'm not gonna lie. Snoop Bands look like he's Snoop Dogg's son. He do. He do. He look more like Snoop Dogg's son than Snoop Dogg's own children do, don't he? I tell y'all, this has been. I hate that they cut Paper Route Woo off, because Paper Route Woo was getting ready to tell it. Paper Route Woo was getting ready to tell it. As a matter of fact, he did say more, like you said, like Player Co said, they turned him off. Well, I'll say tell more. I'm just saying he was speaking more about, it's just on the rap song, but somebody is telling, and I'm sure they know exactly who it is that's telling. Y'all see that big smile on Woo face? They could have just left Young Dolph alone. They should have just left him alone. And they wouldn't even have to even be going through this, what all that they're getting ready to go through. And he could be at home with his folks preparing for the holidays. But they were so mad at Young Dolph and Key Glock that they had to take Young Dolph out. And I think it was Young Dolph that they was really mad at. It was Young Dolph and Key Glock, but they felt like if they take Young Dolph out, that would stop the bag. I think the success of all of the other people that was up under his leadership. They was jealous because they understood just because Young Dolph was a millionaire, he was making those young men millionaires. He already had made Key Glock one. And he had said himself, each of his artists was going to have their own personal time with him. So he was going to make all of them millionaires and then go and get some more. That's how you do it. But a lot of people, they so jealous. Monica said, I know that's some stress off of Ganguly. What Player Co say? What's popping? I see y'all still rocking. We ain't been on here for 2 hours. That's early for us. That's early for us. But yeah, y'all. I can't be on all day because this unemployed nail tech has to go out on a case. Because I'm an unemployed nail tech. With my beautiful popping nails. But I am gonna start looking into that. I'm gonna start looking into what I've always, and one of the things, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've always wanted to own a coffee shop and a beauty supply store. I think that would be good. We don't see our communities owning stuff like that, because I'm a coffee fanatic. I love different flavors. I'm like a coffee expert. My kids think that I'm so corny because I know when coffee is stale, I can look at it and tell when it's old. And I love McDonald's coffee, y'all. So now y'all think I'm a weirdo. And I could tell when I put the creamer in the coffee, I could tell when it's old. Because when I go and order, I drink coffee all the time of the day, especially like around this time of the year, and I have to be out. I have to go out to work. And I stop and get me a coffee. When I put the creamer in the coffee, if the creamer does not rise to the top real fast, that means that that's old coffee. When I go to McDonald's, I hurry up and take the creamer, put it in the coffee. If it's milky and it's not rising real fast, I'll say, how old is this coffee? They good for lime. We just made it not too long ago. I said, no, I'll wait on some fresh coffee. This coffee is old. And I started telling them, okay, ma'am, okay, we'll just make you. They don't be wanting to hear my story about how I know the coffee old and stuff. They just make me some fresh coffee, because I tell them at the microphone, I want fresh coffee. Make me some fresh coffee. McDonald's has really good coffee. Sauce said Quavo went MHD and snitch who the shooter is. Oh, wow. I mean, I was on Sauce channel last night. I'm gonna have to go back and I came in kind of late though. I'm gonna go back over there and look at the whole thing. Monica said, "Her rest in peace, Young Dolph getting married." I stop at Starbucks too. But I like their lattes. I get the hot lattes. And I'm getting ready to start looking into what I need to do to open up a nail shop or a beauty supply store. That's something that my dad was very interested in at one time, a beauty supply store. You know, when I was interested in starting businesses, if he was interested, he would say, I'll be interested in that. He would tell me, your job is to find out everything about it and I'll fund it. And I didn't find out everything that I should have because I'd have had me a beauty supply store because my dad would have opened it. I wish I had. I kick myself about that now. But I could still do it though. So I'm gonna look into seeing how those Asians be getting those grants because they don't come over here rich. The government give them grants to open up beauty supply stores in our neighborhood, the neighborhoods we should be opening them up in. Don't y'all come and rob me though, y'all. Black owned beauty supply store. So thank you, dude. I got that you know, to the guy because I know he gonna go make another fake page. Remember, it'll be time for me to get my nails done again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Around next Friday or next Saturday. It's probably gonna have to be next Saturday. If you want to cash out me $97 because I have to get my nails and my toes done. Next the next time I go, I'm getting that cotton candy pink. So $97 you can cash out me, you know, just support the show and I get my nails done. My nails and toes done. You know, and show it to you. I'll put it on video. Okay. I need a grant for my he said I need a grant for my channel. Black hair is a multi-billion. Absolutely. Yes, it is. Letitia said that's the same price she paid. I'm telling you, $97. I got that money green with one of my fingers. You know, I have to get a sparkly. I used to get sparkly silver on one of my fingers. This time I got sparkly gold. But the rest of them are money green. You know, I have to get the design on my big toe, on both of my big toes, and it's really cute. And so when I go back, I'm getting cotton candy pink. So if he wants to donate $97, I sure would appreciate it. I have not seen him in a long time. His name was OG. I think it was OGL. He was very supportive of my channel. I ain't gonna tell no lies. I wish I would see him again on here. He was very supportive. He stayed helping a sister get her nails and toes done. But even if he didn't, I still get them done because I was getting them done before I got on here. And I don't have no hard time getting them done either. Right, that money green fire I got. Oh, I'm telling you, I got that money green. I think they call it that slime green. And I'm telling you something. They're saying that it's really good to keep like wear green or keep green. It brings in a lot of money. Player Cole said, don't show my feet on YouTube. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I never knew how people had such a fetish with toes. When I was working for the sheriff's office, and I would walk out in the jail. I never walked out in the jail a whole lot. But when I would go out in the jail, if I was going to the cafeteria or something, or the chief had me to go and get one of his to find one of his supervisors or something, I always wore heels, and I always like to wear peep toe heels. Okay, I love peep toe heels and heels with I love peep toe heels. We were not allowed to wear our toes out. You could not wear sandals or anything. I'll never forget. I had written a little memo. The women used to try to make a fool out of me because I worked in the chief's office, and they was like, T, you working there with them, the only way the policy would be changed if the chief changed it. So I remember one day I wrote up a little memo, and it was like, you asked the chief if he could change the policy on wearing your toes out. So he changed the policy, and we were allowed to wear peep toe heels. And I went in there, I was like, well, chief, a lot of the ladies want to wear their toes out, and I like peep toe heels. He's like, all right, Miss Tamara, I'll do it. Okay, I'll change the policy. And so we started wearing peep toe heels, but people started doing too much. They started just flat out wearing their toes out. Those inmates, if you walk out in the jail, I'm telling y'all, I didn't know how sick some of these folks was looking at toes. I'm serious. I had walked out one day because I never really walked out in the jail. I just walked out the back door I wasn't even fully out in the jail. I think I was by ass said. And this inmate, they have just brought him out the hole. Okay. And he said, God, y'all know how he said, God damn, look at her toe. I mean, he was like, the nasty stuff that he started saying that he wanted to do. I was like, oh my God, these folks are sick for real. And I'm telling you, it was a young inmate. Just looking at my toes, he said, I want to eat. I don't even want to. I was like, let me get on back to the office. These folks is sick. I did not know. And so then I had on some peep toe heels. I went down there to the annex, what Cornelia said. I had to go down there to deliver something to the lieutenant. And I noticed that this inmate was standing real close to his cell was closed, but I could see him through the glass. And I told his pod officer, I said, that inmate he's real still. I mean, like he was up close to the glass, like I'm telling you, like white on rice. He was standing real still and up to the glass. That's why I never like going out in the jail. I'm telling you, he was standing real close to it. I said, why is he standing that still? And I heard his officer say, you motherfucker, I'm gonna put you in the damn hole. Don't y'all know that man was looking at my toes, my toes in my peep heels, standing there real still up close to his cell door, jacking off. I said, Lord have mercy. Let me go on back to the. That's why I never came out the chief's office. Sick. And these would be young dudes. I had no idea these young dudes had such a damn fetish for feet. Rest in peace, young dog said, he got booty written all over his face. Well, I'm telling you, when that other one that was coming out of ass said, everybody know that's the hole. That's where you go for punishment. And that was like right there, like the beginning of when you walking out into the jail. I wasn't even going all the way out. I was just walking to ass said for something. It had to have been to do with some type of business or something. And I had my flip-flops on. Oh, that man went crazy. He did talk. Oh, and he was a young dude. I was like, Lord, these dudes is sick. I don't know where these young guys learning about talking about eating ass and booty and sucking on toes. I mean, he just went crazy. The officers in ASEG didn't say nothing to him. Hell, he was already down there in the hole. What else was they gonna do to him? He was in the hole. Hell. But he was sick. I think he should have probably been put back in the hole for 30 days. But I don't know why they was walking him from one side of Aztec to the other side. Ain't no telling what he had going on. Because a lot of times when they be down there in the hole, these women don't even know that they be down there because of Priya. They be up there messing with them other men. Yeah, Trick Daddy started that. And I'm tell y'all something. They talk about how good Trick Daddy food is at Sundays in Miami. And let me just say this, Trick Daddy, he do live sometimes. I don't do crimes level of thirsty is not. He do crimes. Not crime. He does lives sometimes, and his food be looking good. But since Trick Daddy, he started selling shirts, talk about the booty eating gang, and he brags about being the booty eating gang. I couldn't eat Trick Daddy's food. Even though his food be looking good, it's just something about, I don't mean no harm. I ain't trying to be nasty, but it's just something about Trick Daddy, and he looked like he eat booty. I'm telling you, Kaya, y'all know the rapper Kaya. She said Trick Daddy face looked like a cake that done fell in the oven, and I promise you it do. And he looks like he eats booty. I'm telling you, I couldn't eat his food. Like, suppose he tastes his food, because you don't never know what people do. They always tasting their food, and when he cooking, he might taste his food and put the spoon and the fork and stuff back in the food and stir it up. I just ain't gonna. I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. Oh Lord have mercy. I ain't trying to offend nobody. It's just I can't do it. I can't do it. But I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of those inmates down there, and these are young guys. These are young guys that are locked up that have these toe fetishes and stuff. I said, oh my God, he young. I mean, the other one was young, standing up there against that window like that, up against his cell door, looking at me doing that, looking at my toes, doing what he was doing with his hand. Oh, Jesus Christ, just sick. Monica said, Kevin Gates got a whole boyfriend. You know what? I don't mean no harm. But I bet you if Trick Daddy stopped that stuff that he doing, that I believe that he'd be cured of that lupus. God will cure him of that lupus, because it probably ain't good what he doing. I know it couldn't be helping his immune system. I'm telling you, that ain't helping his immune system. But that stuff that it probably keep his immune system weak. Eating booty. All right, y'all. We've been on here almost 3 hours. I gotta run because I gotta be out on a situation at I gotta prepare to go because I gotta be out there at 5. But it ain't gonna, this one I don't have to be out too long. I just gotta be out there for a little while. But anyways, you guys, I thank you guys for getting on. Feed your ass, no way, Jack. Player Cole said 3 more hours. I might get on tonight. I'm gonna call Miss D and see if she'll get on tonight with me. I tried to call her last night, but I was so sleepy the other night. I took some vitamins though. I'm back on my vitamins here. Because when I got on the other night, I had just got off Player Cole's live, and I had gotten on because I was mad as hell at somebody. I was wanting them to get on my live so I could tell them off. My head started bobbing from left to right. I said, oh Lord, I couldn't even hold my head up. I was so tired. I said, oh God, my head heavy. I can't even hold it up. So I had to go and get off. I was a little tired last night, but I'm back on my multivitamins today. Okay, so I should be fine tonight because they starts working quick. All right, you guys. I love you guys. And it's Dolph. Remember, it's Dolph's Day. This is Dolph's Day. It's Dolph Service Day. It's Dolph. Okay. I love you guys. Have a good day.